true gift and a pleasure to be able to bring my Spiritjunkie Church to Birmingham. We all as teachers will be teaching in a way that's authentic to us. And it has been a real gift to be able to share these messages in my own voice and in a way that is coming through me naturally. And today I'm going to give you a really deep understanding of what the Course means to me and how that work has been coming through me and how that work has really been transforming my own life and how I have been called to be a teacher and a student for life. Really, we all are students for life. So by one day at a time continuously sharing my transformational experiences with the Course, I became more and more connected and authentic about the ways that I was teaching. That slight willingness on October 2nd, 2005, that very slight willingness of there has to be a better way. Show me what you got. I need a miracle. That slight willingness gave me everything I needed to continue forward, to awaken a transformation within, and to heal all of the root cause conditions that had got me to that nasty place in the beginning. And so what we need to do really is first and foremost recognize that there are places in our lives where we're feeling that we are not flowing, when things are not happening, miracles are not occurring. We acknowledge that this is not working. That is a miracle. That moment that we invite a presence greater than ourselves into our life to awaken that spiritual connection, that willingness will give us everything we need. And many of you know that when you pray for a miracle, sometimes, the you-know-what hits the fan, right? I'm not going to curse in the church. Though I'm really tempted to. But the you-know-what hits the fan. And you say, oh my God, everything is unfolding, and how is all this crazy crap happening, and why is everything, sometimes when you ask for help, you are led to someone who brings up all your crap, right? And then you really have to deal with it. But that's the miracle. Is that everyone's going, oh yeah, I know what she's talking about. So, we be careful what we wish for, but when you're ready and you say, I'm ready to go, show me what you got, sometimes that next right action is very painful, it's very uncomfortable. It's much like that cyst that comes to the surface because it must be removed. At first you're scared, but then you just get it removed and the healing occurs. And so sometimes when we're really ready for miraculous healing, it can happen in a 6-month container. Sometimes it can happen in a 6-year container. Sometimes it can happen in 3 hours. But if we are ready, if we are willing, if we are able, we will be given all the guidance that we need to awaken that presence within us, to be guided to the teacher or the facilitator who can help poke and prod, also to be guided to the romantic partner who drives us crazy or whatever it is, so that we can come ready and prepared for real spiritual awakening. Through the process of forgiveness and acceptance, I was able to see him as equal. I was able to see him as whole. And I was able to see him as exactly as he needed to be and as the perfect assignment for me to bring me to my knees. And so at that time I was fine saying, listen man, I love you and I forgive you and God bless you, but I'm going to move on. Often when we think that something is a tragedy because it isn't, someone leaves or someone dies or someone's sick, it's often because there is a new direction to go in. There is an awakening and an opening for us to be led in a different way, a detour into a new space. And so, but we forget to listen. We forget to pay attention. We forget to ask for help. And so that's how we get caught in what the Course calls the ego. The ego is the fear mind. That voice within us that says, well, let's hold on to that past resentment. I'm not going to let it go. The voice that says, I'm not good enough. The voice that says, who am I to be great? Who am I to have an incredible relationship and abundance and health? Who am I to have all of this? The fear-based voice that says, I am what I believe I was from my past and I'm going to project that onto the future. The fear voice that judges others because we're so afraid to look at our own stuff. The fear voice that compares. The fear voice that gossips. The fear voice that gets so hooked into the delusional thinking and the anxiety-ridden behavior that holds us back. These voices become like a spiral in our mind. They become the dialogue that we choose to believe in, that we invest in. A Course in Miracles says that insistence is investment, right? So when we insist on negativity, we invest in negativity. And we invest in what the Course would refer to as poverty, right? Poverty thinking, fear-based beliefs. The primary principle of A Course in Miracles is that the shift in perception is the miracle. The moment that you say, I'm willing to take that compliment and really take it, energetically you have performed a miracle. And A Course in Miracles teaches us that miracles occur naturally, and when they're not occurring, something has gone wrong. So we want to start to ask ourselves, is anyone in this room recognizing how miracles are not occurring naturally in your life? You can be honest here. Raise your hands if you believe. Miracles are not occurring naturally. And maybe in some areas of your life you have many miraculous moments. And you may see that, oh, in my romantic life everything flows really naturally and it feels really fun. But in my career it's very dark and I cannot get past these negative blocks. Or maybe it's all over blockage. But we all have different experiences of our ego blocking us and holding us back and keeping us small and keeping us stuck. And our work as spiritual students is first and foremost to have the willingness to see things differently. You're open to a miracle, I hope, right? Is everybody open for a miracle? That's enough, okay? So we are all as a group of collective consciousness asking for a miracle. Hold on to your seatbelts. Once you ask for that miracle, like I said, you will be given everything you need. My morning prayer, no matter where I am, whatever country I'm in, no matter what time of day it is, no matter how tired or how busy or how quickly I have to get out of bed, I say my morning prayer, which is a prayer from A Course in Miracles. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? And what would you have me wear? Whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you feel connected to, touch on that. Call for help. If prayer is the medium of miracles, then let's start praying more. Heightening that prayer practice is what got me here. And most importantly, heightening that meditation practice is what keeps me here. Because in my meditation practice, I can sit in stillness and I can receive. And I can hear that intuitive voice that says, yes, go to Tree of Life. And that intuitive voice that says, show up and go to London. And then sitting in that stillness, I can cultivate a life that is meditative. Of course, as a result of clearing that channel and releasing the addictions and releasing the fears and practicing forgiveness and opening up to gratitude and letting go of those past belief systems and transcending all the limiting beliefs that had been holding me back and continuously doing and practicing these behaviors on a moment-to-moment basis and most importantly, forgiving myself, I've cleared a lot of space. And today I can stand in front of any audience and speak extemporaneously about the topic of God from a very authentic, genuine, connected place because I have released what's blocking me from receiving that. And so the main message that I want to give to you is that you all have the capacity to be that clear, powerful channel, that clear, divine teacher, that light worker. You just have to release anything that's blocking you from believing that you can. And the interesting thing that happens when you start to awaken that miraculous mindset is not necessarily that everything starts to pick up immediately. Not that your experiences outside of yourself change overnight, but that your experience of your experiences change. So the people around you may be acting out in the same crazy, chaotic ways, but you no longer care.